Let's go and start a new dynasty. Of course, it's Amber. And our dynasty, choose she, her. And dynasty name will always be... Haha! We're gonna play on Twitch. Continue. Alright, I always pick the Counts of the East because they're my favorite. So, I always want to do that. I always want to pick Counts of the East. Okay, so should we do the Barons of the March? Which, the Barons of the March are rule lords famous for their belligerence and fondness for hunting. Huzzah! Chiefs of the North. The chiefs are honorable warriors renowned for their pagan religion and prowess in combat. The Grandees of the South. The Grandees are impassioned duelists, known for their strict adherence to honor and etiquette and the Ninth God. And Patricians of the Coast. The Patricians are wealthy seafaring merchants, noted for their cleverness, skills in negotiation, and ornate masks. So which other two should we go? Should we have Barons of the March, Chiefs of the North, Grandees of the South, or Patricians of the Coast? March and South? Okay. All hail the King of the North. Uh-oh. 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 We're having a problem here. Now we have March and South and also North. Okay, which ones are we gonna do? Okay, we'll have a Chief of the North. Which one do you prefer, Grimme? The March or the South? South? Okay. So, North, South, and East. Here we go, everybody. Okay, join the game. You can join the chat with !join followed by a pronoun, so she, her, or she, he, and they. Players can join mid-game, and their wealth and regions are saved into continuing games. Okay. Alright guys, so you can type in !join he, she, and they. Grimme, you're a Chief of the North. Because you just hit join. I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, you should have been he. Huh. Oh! And also, if you own the game, you can do join whatever region in Twitch chat. Oh, that's cool. That's a new thing. It possibly could also be that... Oh, and Steel goes ahead and becomes the Grandee of the South. You both went the opposite ones that you guys wanted. Oh, that's funny. Gonna give me a second here. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and get a snack, get something, small to eat. Um so I'll be back in about 5 minutes. And you guys can join. So that way other people can join. Yeah. I will. Alright, everybody, I am back. And I see Pirate has joined us. Hi, Pirate! And you are a Count of the East. Thank you, Grimet. So I am going to be eating a little bit because I haven't eaten anything today. But then again, I didn't wake up till about 2:45, so about an hour ago. Hey, Pirate. How's your day going? Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, great! What are you having for dinner? You know, if you did go, what did you have for dinner? Or what you are having for dinner? Nice. I've never had, like, steaks from a grill. But then again, I don't care for steak. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. It's one of those things I have to be in the mood for. Okay, let's get this game on the road. Ooh. Baked Brussels sprouts, ooh. Okay, so Monarch winning. Acquire an heir and then complete your ambition to win. Your first reign will likely end in disaster. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Monarch schemes. Keep an eye on the reign's schemes. If they pass all their stages, they win the game. Monarch defiance. Be careful at the Regent's defiance stat. If it gets too high, the Regents may rebel against you. Nobles winning. To win, pass all 3 stages of your scheme. Each stage requires you to get stats to certain levels which are affected in votes. Nobles voting. How you vote is up to you for your reign's scheme, to stop other schemes or for the good of the kingdom. Nobles rebellions. If your defiance stat is high enough, you can rebel. This pauses your scheme and is risky, especially if you have low military. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. Ooh, that does sound good. Each season you'll get 3 events to play. Click on one to get started. Okay, so let's go to my coronation. This is your monarch, there's streamer's character, they'll appear in most stories but not all. Yeah. These are the kingdom stats. If any of them are at 0 at the start of the season, the game will end. Okay. Regent stats. These are the regent stats. Stats determine which events are generated. Defiance. If the defiance is higher than both authority and stability, a regent can trigger a rebellion. This will pause their scheme and is risky if their military is low. You can scroll through the full list of nobles and their wealth here. Okay. Yeah, so I can go like this. Oh! Jubal H, thank you for joining! Hope you're having a good day. You are Chief of the North. Chancellor, Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? Should I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well then, what must I do? We wouldn't want that, I suppose they wouldn't dare. Very well then, what must I do? As tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation! This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past a council vote, even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Choices and stats. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices do that will so indicate this change here. Okay. Not all change stats have indicators, so they do not choose what region will be affected. Okay. Voting, A, B, C, or D. Laws of the land. The monarch can change how the vote is run with law. Limit laws. You may use one law per vote. Try using a veto on the one option you dislike. When the vote opens, you guys do exclamation vote and then A, B, C, or D. The monarch may close the vote at any time after all nobles have voted or the timer hits 0. Okay. So what coronation should I have? Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Force the commoners to swear a blood oath. Throw the queen in the river. Or the nobles must put on a vast banquet for the queen. I'm gonna veto A. We're starting the vote. You have to put it in now. Sorry, I dribbled something, so I had to... Oh my god. I have to force the commoners to swear a blood oath. Oh no. The common citizens of the capital are lined up. Oh, I got an achievement. You attended your coronation. The common citizens of the capital are lined up in a winding queue that loops along dozen streets. One by one, they are brought before your throne, bowing and scraping. Stat changes. How much by? Okay. After a bit of prodding from your watchmen, each citizen slices their palm and smears their blood on your boots, swearing their eternal loyalty. No amount of scrubbing will save your shoes after this. My authority is now commanding, because it went up. The last monarch to hold a blood oath ceremony was King Temian the Mad, who also once declared war on the color blue. The peasants mutter darkly that another tyrant now sits on the throne. My stability is teetering! You guys, what the hell did you do? The council introduction. Now that you're queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course the scorching south. I introduce myself to the chiefs of the north. Good days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with a lot of us. Ah, Double! I know you are! I know you are! That's no secret! That's no secret. And then Counts of the East. Pirate! An honor is to finally make your acquaintance, your highness. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. And Grantees of the South. May the ninth god of your reign... May the ninth god bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. There you go, Steel. There's your character. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council's like? No wonder your father was told to avoid the throne at all costs. Told you. The path to victory. Heir and ambition. The monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful, but not necessary. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, before you lose all authority, treasury, stability. Okay. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles' council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet Claimant in your place. How can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As a conqueror, as peacekeeper, as the mother of a nation, as the greatest queen who ever lived, as the architect of a golden age, as a saint. I do not want to be a saint. 'Cause no. Let's go with as the greatest queen who ever lived. I see you're the type who likes to build a lot of statues for yourself, aren't you? No. I said over the next few years you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Advance the game by clicking End Season. Okay. Each region will now vote for one of 3 randomly selected schemes. Schemes are made up of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all 3 scheme stages, placing the reigns claimant on the throne, winning the game. Zingana of the Pirate Jet 21 Dynasty, notorious farmer hermit leads delicately on the pole, whispering carefully. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back the days of glory, but not while the false Queen Amber wears the crown. Okay, only the counts can go ahead, so only pirate can do it. Do you want a doppelganger, an intimidation, or uprising? So pirate, you're the only one who can vote on this one. Race stability. Okay. The counts plan to hold the queen hostage in her own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance the scheme, the counts must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, that wasn't good when you guys went ahead and made all the commoners do a blood oath. Okay, Chiefs of the North. Skuld of the Grimet clan, charismatic political mastermind, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in a trance. Chiefs of the North! We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Amber. How do we make that happen? So chiefs, you have to vote. Raise sorcery, raise authority. Ragnarok, raise own military. Or Hornblower, lower all faith. Hi, Biz! Who did you join? You joined the chief, so you get to vote here. So they decided on sorcery to raise my authority. The chiefs plan to bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the queen was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance the scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. We're already there, but that's 2 seasons, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, you think it's easy. Oh, here's Steel. Ignacia, the generation of Steel lineage. Legendary southern prodigy, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in a daze. A false pretender occupies the throne, while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, Steel, what do you guys want to do? Subterfuge, which is low stability. Fervor. Biz, thank you for the subscription. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh god, thank you, thank you. Okay, so... Oh, you want fervor? Okay. The grandee claimant Ignacia has been chosen by the 9th god to be the next queen. She has promised her first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise their farming to 5, which you guys already are at, or more in 4 seasons. Okay. Okay, Steel, you have to make sure it stays that way for 4 seasons. Claimants. Here you can review the schemes of your claimants. Okay. When you have an heir, they will appear on the right of this page. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. This vote is between the 2 regions with the highest combined stats and your heir, if you have one. Okay. I have no heir. Questionable claimant, distant cousin, false pretender. Hahaha, that's what you guys are. Alright. Continue to the laws of the land. Adopt a law. Here you can adopt a new law that alters how voting is run. You'll be able to adopt more once a year at the end of winter. You can only adopt 1 new law at a time and have a maximum of 3 laws to use. Okay. Monarch's Golden Choice. Let's do that. We'll end the season. Giant Spiders! The Honor Guard. A new contraption. Giant Spiders? Oh god, I know what the East does, and I know this one. Oh. Okay, pirate, what have you done? Your Grace, a forest on my land has been completely overrun by giant spiders. Some are as big as horses. The trees are shrouded in webs and travelers are going missing. We must put a stop to this. Some choices have uncertain outcomes that are called challenges. These can either be random based on stat, the percentage shows chance of success. Okay. So, send an army to wipe them out. Burn it with fire! Put a bounty on giant spider legs, or we must learn to coexist with the giant spiders. I think I'm gonna do... Okay, guys, if you go with burn it with fire, you guys get 500 extra gold. That's the one I want, because I hate spiders. Okay, guys, vote. Everybody can vote on this one. Three, 2, 1. Yay! Burn it! Burn it with fire! No time to lose. You send an eastern militia to set fires at the edge of the forest. The whole thing's gotta go. Soon the whole forest is ablaze, as well as several nearby fields and a village. Wildfires rage across the east for a week, but at least the spiders have been definitely dealt with. So for the east, your trade is now struggling, your farming is now fertile, and Defiance is now aloof. See, you guys were willing to sacrifice your farming and your trade because these spiders just have to go. Yeah, that's the thing, is that there is a stream delay, and I don't think that a minute is, like, good enough. So I want to be sure that it's fair, because I don't have a lot of people playing. If I had, like, 15, 20 people playing, it's like, okay, guys, you guys need to, you know, you guys have enough. I'm a kind monarch. Okay. Okay, Steel, what are you up to? A new contraption. Oh god, look at the blood! Your Majesty, a grandee by the name of Generation of Steel wants to present you with a new invention. Okay, Steel, what'd you make? Your Highness, we are entering a modern age, more humane age. Yet botched executions are commonplace. Decapitations where the head doesn't come off, or hangings where it does. No more! Behold, I call merciful machine for removing heads, quick and painlessly. I call it the Generation of Steel! Oh, God. Are we going French Revolution here, darling? There you go! Congratulations, darling, you're French. They swish away the cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their head and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends a chill down your spine. You want to name this horrible thing after yourself? It's awful. How efficient. Yeah, I was like, you want to name this horrible thing after yourself. I mean... Why not? This is a machine of mercy! You would say that. With a little funding, Your Majesty, I can distribute Generation of Steel across the kingdom. I'll bring this to the council. You won't regret this. Okay, we can either fund a nationwide rollout, tested on him, tested on Grand D Generation of Steel themselves so we can kill him, or ban this horde contraption. I have no choice, so you guys go ahead and vote. Go and vote. Everybody can vote on this. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, voting is closed. We're doing a nationwide rollout for this. Congratulations, darling. Hundreds of Generation of Steels are built in the southern workshops and sent to courthouses all over the kingdom. So my treasury went down by 1,000. The south is now wealthy, and your wealth has increased. Darling, your wealth has increased, like, almost by 1,000. Soon you're chopping through the backlog of condemned prisoners with unprecedented speed and unprecedented mercy. Oh, now we're imperious. My authority's going up. Which means now the, what is it? The, chiefs are now, their scheme is good, and so is the grandees. Personal objective is complete. You're like, I don't care what happens now! I don't care if we win or not! The Honor Guard. Now that you're queen, you need personal protection. Why, I could not plunge a sword into your heart right now, could I not? I suppose so. Please don't hurt me. I'd like you to see try. Please don't hurt me. You need Honor Guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Honor Guard was that, but what about the Palace Watch? What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with their knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Okay, darling! What is up with this? You're like taking over everything in the grandees. What is up with you? Remember, if you're new, you can always join in and type !join and your pronouns, he, she, or they. I know, right? It's like no fair. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'll be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about these northern warriors. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all. I cannot guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable, and in a fight, unbeatable. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought in an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Of course, they're emo! That's what we do! Well, these are terrifying warriors, and they swore a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your safety. Oh God. You're not wrong, Steel. You're not wrong. What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? I made my decision. I wait your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. God, I don't know which one I want. Because I know the Eastern Knights because I always play the East. But like the Southern Nuns are really great, but it's like, do I really want religious fanatics in my house? Yeah, I think I have to go with the Northern Warriors. I'll make the arrangements at once. Defiance East, Defiance is now grumbling. South, Defiance is now aloof. And North, Defiance is now loyal. The warring heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with their big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Oh please, they're fine. Okay, end the season. Buildings. Nobles can use their wealth to bid on any building in any region, which affects a stat. This is done through an auction, where only the 2 most funded buildings are chosen. When an auction is open, nobles can fund with the command fund A, X, where X is personal wealth. So you can do like fund C 100, things like that. When you're ready to hit start auction, begin the auction. Okay, so I'll let you guys a minute to see what is available. Well, tough luck, you have to. Oh no, I haven't started the auction yet. Alright, starting the auction. I have to answer a text, so I'm gonna give you guys some. You guys have some time. Okay, time's up. So it looks like we're getting the prison, and we're getting the library. So my stability is going to go down by 1, and my stability goes up by 1. So, so my stability just stays stable. Balanced as all things should be, yep. We're ending the season. Tough times finding a spouse and the deceased. Everything's happening in the north now. Huh. Give me a second. There we go. Sorry, I got a notification, or I got a text from somebody, and they want to do an interview with me tomorrow. So I just wanted to go ahead and give them the information. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so let's find myself a spouse first. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the noble, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Thank you, Pirate. Thank you, Steel. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's almost been a year. I've been busy. Is it really that I but Mother, I don't want to get married. I've been busy. You better find the time. Don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Men, women, any. I'm not interested in love. Thank you. I am interested in men. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. That was quick. Tough times. Okay, Biz. Your Majesty, we've fallen upon hard times. Our villagers are flocking to the south, and we're running out of workers. It's not a surprise. The south is just a better place to live. Oh, you're throwing shade. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a call. Or they just hung up. Okay. Okay, that works. You both are throwing shade at each other. Okay, can the council help his northern town donate treasury money to the northern peasants and act a tithe of the south to raise money for the chiefs, or leave them to deal with it on their own? Let's see. I am vetoing this one. Okay, everybody, vote B or C. Did they leave a voicemail? A few, but that's not an option. Nope. Nope. Nope, it's not. Okay, voting is closed. Enact a tithe of the South to raise money for the Chiefs. Well, at least you're kind. I can tell you what this means to the North. I cannot tell you what this means to the North, their greatness. The South, defiance is now insolent. And then North, defiance can't go any lower, and their trade is now modest in the North. With the treasurer's calculations, you arrange the movement of funds to support the chiefs. Many peasants decide to remain with their friends and families. Local merchants thrive as a result. Okay, North, what's going up with your dead? What's going out with your dead? The treasurer. The elderly Chief Margetta, a cousin many times removed of Chief Double, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? And why are you telling me this? Better than the most of us get. I'm sorry, friend of yours? A better end than most of us get. Indeed, your majesty, she stayed at home in the north most of the time, enjoying herself. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Oh, no. Chief Double. Chief Margareta was my relative. I wrote her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. Pirate. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. Oh, dear God, really? By the old gods, that is a pitiful claim. Okay, who should we give the estate to, or we should redistribute it among the northern peasants, or claim the estate for the treasury? Okay, everybody! Okay. I'm closing it. 3, 2, and 1. Voting is tied at 1. Ah! Frig! I need to break the tie. Flip a coin? No, I cannot take. I cannot. Darling, I cannot take a dice from you because it will favor you. It's illegal, and you know that. Yeah, apparently it didn't take yours, huh? Well, it doesn't matter because I have to. Okay. Pirate says there's a possibility of you getting it. Do you want even or odd? Okay. Dun dun dun! Even! Pirate gets it! There you go, Pirate. You won. And I was using my cheese dice. Oh, Biz! I have to show you the dice I got from the dice, company I showed you. Chief Double shakes his head, muttering with his friends about his favoritism in the council. Defiance is now cordial in the north. But Count Pirate Jet and the other counts are delighted. They even send you and the treasurer a gift basket as a token of their appreciation. Your wealth went up. Treasury went also up. And the Defiance is now aloof in the east. Okay, we'll end the season. Recruiting a wizard in the north. Oh dear God. Far to the north, Chief Byzantine Valkyrie sits at a roaring hearth, 2 enormous wolfhounds lying at her feet. Oh my God, Biz, really? Really? As it should be. A shadow darkens the door. The hounds whimper and flee, tails tucked between their legs, as a skeletal figure steps to the room, accompanied by the jingling of 1,000 tiny bells. Brisket. My apologies. I have that effect on dogs. Their ears are so sensitive. I would yell, but I don't want to. Why'd you call this meeting? I may be immortal, but my time is still more precious than yours. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? That is true. The Watch tried to turn me away from my favorite bakery last week, simply because my presence shattered all the windows in a mile's radius. I mean, I get that. I totally get that. You don't want to go ahead and you don't want to go between a person and their baked goods. Seriously. I'll help you get those fig rolls are worth committing regicide for. But first, you'll need to take care of the bees. Regicide, yeah, fig rolls are worth committing regicide, right? But there are bees. Did you say bees? Yes, in the Dreamlands they call themselves the Dreams of Being, and they're a deadly foe, even for a wizard. Of course, their waking selves just tend to buzz about and pollinate flowers. They love all kinds of royalty, protect them from magical threats, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting. For the next stage of the scheme, the chiefs must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. So it's at 14. So you guys are good, but taxation. Punching or region taxes, trade bonus. All nobles gain wealth here, but what region gains wealth? Trade bonus. Okay. The grandees pick up buried treasure worth 500 wealth in a desert. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. Okay. I think we'll just do the common tax for now. Dangerous roads, eligible options, Saint or oh! Now we're going to the south! Now we're going to the south, everybody! God dang it. Well, first let's find out my eligible options for marriage. Queen Mother, I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know, and I add a partner for life to have it a hold, don't forget. What if I don't want to marry any of them? Yes, I know. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that benefits your situation and suits your political needs. Oh god, so we're going all Henry VIII here. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Arnie, firstborn son of the Northern Byzantine Valkyrie clan. He's your typical northern lad, big, brawny, and honest, in the same way an axe is to the face, to be honest. Oh god, Biz. Oh god. Even among northerners, he made something of a name for himself as a fearsome warrior. Had a bit of controversy a while back while his clan hall burned down. He was to blame somehow. Biz? Biz? Do you want to explain your son? Yes, well, it's not a clan. It's a clan hall, not a library this time. I guess. Yeah, okay, I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Desmond, the eldest son of Eastern Pirate Jet 21's dynasty. In his youth, he ran off and tried to join a circus. They found him in the end, thanks to the Ninth. He had a laboratory installed in his castle and spends most of his time there, conducting bizarre experiments. He did have to suppress a present revolt in his land recently. I wonder why. Okay, Pirate! Pirate, would you like to explain your child? Kids be doing kid things. Okay. He's an intriguing candidate. And finally from the south, Rudolfo, the eldest son of Generation of Steel lineage. He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the south, he claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. And he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. Okay, darling, you want to explain your son? Oh dear God. Don't like the look of him. What do you think? Of course, picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. How shallow. Corn will remember this. Oh dear God. Really? I've made my decision. Well, which one of them you wish to marry? I can refuse to marry any of them. If Rodolfo is anything like you, Steel, I am definitely not marrying him. I know! Steel was just remembering and pointing to his wedding band to me. It's like, yes! Yes, you married me! I'm sorry, my loyalty lies with the East. I love the East so much. I'm gonna do Desmond. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Defiance is now loyal to the East. The North, Defiance is now aloof. The South, Defiance is now aggravated. Oh God, you guys really hate me in the South. God. Saint or Sinner or Dangerous Roads? Let's do Saint or Sinner. Okay, Pirate. All I'm saying is that every grandee claims to have a saint in their ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather was probably a common dullard. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzlewit! His name was Saint Umber, and he defeated the werewolf of Arjanar by turning it to dust in an instant, according to my grandmother. Uh-oh. Steel and Pirate, throwing shade at each other. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold that says your ancestor was no saint. You're on. Not another petty dispute. What's all this? Please don't break into a duel. What's all this? Count Pirate is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather. If you really think he was a saint, then dig him up. Saints are incorporable. Even after death, they don't decay. Very well, I will request the council's permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong. Oh my God. Actually, no, Pirate, it's not on your grandmother, it's on his. It's on Steele's grandmother. Okay, should you be allowed to dig up your ancestor? I don't care either way, so go ahead. Start the vote, everybody. Okay, Pirate, are you gonna vote? Oh, Pirate went with you even though you guys were fighting. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna exhume the body. Ninth bless you, your majesty. Now where's my shovel? That does sound like you. That does sound like you. A few days later, the body is exhumed from its resting place in the southern necropolis. Oh, your faith challenge failed! Granted, a generation of Steel is horrified discovered nothing but a moldering skeleton. Ha! Some saint! I think you owe me an apology! By the 9th! I was so sure! Word quickly spreads of Grandee generation Steel's humiliation, and faith in the church weakens as a result. The north, faith can't go lower, so you guys are not there. The east, faith is now skeptical, and the south, faith is now steadfast. Oh, God. Well, I guess there's an upside to everything. Dangerous roads in the south. Your Majesty, the merchants in the south are complaining about bandits. The southern roads are too dangerous to travel, even with guards. Gangs of highly organized, well-armed highwaymen will ambush merchant caverns and steal absolutely everything. Okay, what is to be done with the southern roads? Pay a mercenary company to patrol the roads. Make a few empty promises, hopes this goes awry. Send battle-hard regiment to reroute the bandits, or offer a bounty on bandit scalps. Wait a minute, no, I don't want that. I'm vetoing A, so B, C, or D. Okay, give me a second here. Alright. Voting is closed. Send battle-hardened regiment to rout the bandits. Okay. Your battalion... You sent a battalion to the South's hardest veterans, experienced in fighting in foreign fields. If they can't rout these bandits, who can? We failed the military challenge! A month passes. You receive word that the battalion spent weeks marching in circles chasing bandits, who would drop their weapons and blended with the locals. Finally, the soldiers' frustration turns into anger. In an attempt to flush out the bandit leader, your soldiers burned an entire village to the ground and massacred a dozen peasants. The bandit leader, if they were there at all, escaped unharmed. Oh God. Southern peasants now view you as a murderous tyrant. Oh frig. Kingdom stability is now unstable, and defiance is now mutinous. Oh God. Oh God, guys, really? Really, guys? End the season. Monarch can mark their preferred voting option. Hello, RG, and it has to, you have to, we are in English chat, so. But I do appreciate that you're joining, and you joined as a count. It's okay. My theocracy stands loyal. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Escaped experiment, the royal wedding, the abomination. Now we're going over here. So let's go with the wedding. No problems, no problems. I always give a warning. Your wedding to Desmond is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing at St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Desmond at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. I pronounce you queen and husband. Holy matrimony! You got married! Woohoo! I didn't do anything! The grandees are doing their own thing! After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. After the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Desmond, dances so vigorously that he spills wine all over himself. The stability is now teetering, authority is now iron-fisted, defiance is now cordial with the north, the south, defiance is now aggravated, and the east, defiance can't go any lower. Well, someone is interested. By the time you find yourself alone with Desmond, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I'm so drunk! It's somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine! Servants, bring us wine! Haha, that's the spirit! So, what do you like to do in your spare time? Well, I've got a few projects that I have to tell you about one day. I'd love to show you my laboratory back home. Shall we go to bed together? No time like the present, eh? He swigs back the last dregs of his wine and leads you to bed. Yay! Okay, so let's go to the east since we have a new person in the east. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Count Rig's castle. I've asked for eyewitness reports from a local. Hello, Your Majesty. It's an unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognize my Aunt Edna's earlobes. Okay. That's very specific. Did it hurt anyone? Bring me Count RG. An abomination! There you go. You made a friend. Congratulations, Steel. You have made a friend. Did it hurt anyone? No, it just seems confused. kept asking for its father. This creature is my life work, Your Grace, and my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I'll have him chained up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It's the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. I hate the High Inquisitor so much. I actually don't care either way. You guys go ahead and go. Go, go, boat! Boat, 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 everybody! Everybody is saying it should be free. Oh god, we have a 40% chance of stability, people. Voting is closed. Free the monster! No, Your Grace, the boy's not ready for freedom. This will end in disaster. The council would free this unholy monstrosity and allow its twisted creator to go unpunished? What kind of message does this send? The East faith is now heathen. Of course, the counts, their faith is their cults. You're all mad, you see. Doom will come to the East. Doom! Doom, 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 doom. Luckily, the High Inquisitor's prophecy proves nonsense. Our stability challenge succeeded. We had a 40% chance to succeed. Okay, go ahead, pirate. Go to sleep. It's more important that you get some sleep. Okay, but thank you for showing up. I'm glad you had fun. I hope you had fun. I'm not going to assume you had fun. The so-called abomination turns out to be a gentle fellow with a green thumb and a fondness for puppies. Soon enough, he's one of the villagers who allowed the children to go on piggyback rides with him. Stability is now civil. He spends most of his time in the fields growing flowers and vegetables for the community. RG couldn't be more proud. Farming is now bountiful in the East, and Defiance can't go any lower. Oh, I'm glad. Go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get some sleep. Good night, pirate. The abomination. Great! Your Holiness, I have something to confess. A terrible mistake. What have you done, Steel? I was desperate to prove that my ancestor, Saint Umber, was a saint after all, so I sought out a witch who lived in a giant snail shell in the desert. This is a reference to something. I know this is a reference to something. I paid her to summon my ancestor's spirit back in his old bones, so I could ask him questions about his sainthood, but the ritual went wrong. Oh, your wealth decreased. My ancestor rose as a living skeleton. He killed the witch and ran off into the night. You fool! Dark magic? Necromancy? I should have you burned at the stake for this abomination! Okay, should you be punished for dabbling in necromancy? Burn at the stake, take them hunting down the abomination they created, or let them off with a warning? Let's see. Actually, I don't care. Go and vote, everybody. Ha 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 ha. 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. Looks like you're gonna hunt down the abomination. Generation of Steel gathers up a full force of troops and rides out into the desert to hunt down their undead creation. None of them are ever seen again. Your military is now weak and your military challenge failed. Months later, a scattering of bleached bones and rusted armor are discovered beneath the sand dune. Grandee, Generation of Steel, and their soldiers marched in circles for days, succumbing to thirst. Soon, rumors spread of a dead saint in the desert, a wandering skeleton wearing nothing but rags who has attracted a rabble of mad followers. You have died, darling. I am sorry. However, your grand Generation of Steel second has joined the council. Congratulations, my darling. I'm printing this because I want to screenshot this so that way I will remind you of your stupid idiocy. This dead saint preaches that the modern grandees have fallen from grace. After all, they brought him back with necromancy. What more evidence does he need? His fanatical followers launch surprise raids on the southern troops, flaming arrows in the night, throats cut in the barracks, supply lines disrupted, and trade caravans set alight. Your trade is now prosperous, so went down. Military is now pathetic, and my stability went down as well. Yeah, well, to be fair, it's only him. He's the only grandee. But to be honest, each of you have just one person going, so... The Skeleton Saint, as he becomes known, will be a thorn in the grandee's side for many years to come. Okay, the season is over. Outwitting the Spy Master. Okay, Counts. Okay, RG. Bar in the East, Count Pirate Jet is hosting a dinner party in his castle with few distinguished guests. Our plans are going better than expected. The Spy Master thinks that all is well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. And when the cat returns, it will find the mice have poisoned its kibble. The analogy is a little tortured now, but I like the enthusiasm. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Indeed, the Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the Queen can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere. For the next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Okay, RG, that's your job now. The prophesied Ninth Herald has manifested on Celeste Af, taking form of a humble noble as Ignazia, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Okay, it's just a capital adventure. No, not right now. Or so the grandees claim. Haha, peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Ignazia. I knew you could do it. Praise be to the Ninth God! Praise be! But this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false queen. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Suddenly the Counts are funding crypto, yep. And now... Okay, so you guys still haven't gotten your second part yet, but because you have to get your total farming to 14 by the end. And then lower the treasury in 2 seasons, and stability or less than 2 seasons. We shall end the season. Requisitioning rare regions. Oh god, now it's the East turn to shine. Everything's in the East now. Requisitioning rare regions. Desmond. Ah, Amber, I've come to ask a favor. I recently purchased a very rare regent for one of my alchemical studies, the pickled finger of an ice giant. Lamentably, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Chief Double. It'd be a great favor to me if you could chase it up upon my behalf. I'll look into it. Most pleasing, let me know how you fare. You summon Chief Double to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Hello, Your Majesty, what can I do for you? I need to buy the pickled finger of an ice giant. Oh, you've come on behalf of your husband, have you? Unfortunately, I cannot give you the giant's finger just yet. Giant's remains are sacred in the north, and I had to take this one finger in secrecy. Your husband paid quite a lot for the privilege. The problem is, some of the other chiefs have suspicions about what I did. They're threatening to have me punished. If you still want this cursed finger, you'll have to promise to keep me safe. What kind of punishment will you get? Just give me the finger or you'll know the meaning of punishment. I'll guarantee you the protection of the crown. I will not be getting involved. Desmond will just have to do without. Just give me the finger. Just give me the finger and you'll know the meaning of punishment. Ha 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 ha! Fine, fine. Just better for me to delay today any involvement at this point. I succeeded! Desmond receives the giant's finger before the week's end. He is most pleased with it. You don't hear anything from Chief Double after your meeting, but you're certain nothing good happened to him. His wealth went down so low. Okay, East Counts, what are you doing? A ghoulish problem. Your Majesty, we are having terrible problems in the East. The people have lost faith in the ninth god, and churches are being left to crumble. But without priests to perform the rites, the dead are rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. The dead are rising! The dead are rising! Calm down, Your Majesty. For now, the incidents are confined to the East. We must remind the Eastern folk that they are lost without the Ninth to protect them, especially once they've passed. Okay, what can be done to prevent the dead from... Send more priests to the East, cremate the bodies to the East instead of burying them, hire adventurers to eradicate the ghouls, employ the ghouls as a source of cheap labor. Ooh, let's cremate the bodies! Dun, 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 dun. Voting has closed. The Adventurers Guild is very happy to offer you services of a dozen loot-hungry scoundrels with magic sword and a death wish. Fear not, Your Majesty, we will put those rotten bastards back in the ground. My treasury is down now. The adventurers are good as their word. They carve up as many ghouls that the farmers use as corpses as compost, and soon the East is quiet once more. The East farming is now abundant, and stability is now civil. A tasty innovation? What? I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Highness, but I believe I pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. If it's not chocolate, I'm gonna be disappointed. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Majesty. It sounds like your servant invented it. I doubt that's most. Show me! Behold! He holds in the air a plate. Atop of the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. A sandwich. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread, plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Technically, your servant invented the sandwich, but yes, you invented the sandwich. Great, Steel invented the, oh, what is it? I know, it's the guillotine, yeah. And now you invent the sandwich! What is it with this world of inventors? Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Ingenious! Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be joyously united RGI for lunch. Or RG. Yeah. We'll just call it RG for lunch. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made for free. Every time an RG is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Oh god. So the treasury is too low to get that. No, he doesn't deserve the royalties. It was his servant. So there you go. Be your day, everybody. RG2. Okay. RG2. We will go with that. Have no love for common or peasants. Yeah, they don't. Blood and stars, if you don't reward me, how do you expect to motivate the next great innovator? Defiance is now cordial in the East. RG2 prove is vastly popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the East, experimenting with new ingredients. Turns out you can put almost anything in between 2 pieces of bread. Trade is now dynamic in the East. There you go. You guys have a lot there in the East. Okay, everybody. Here's the auction. I'll let you guys look at it for about a minute before I start the auction to see what you guys want to vote for. Okay, we're starting the auction. Look at Pirate Jet and all that money. Unfortunately, Pirate's not here. 7 seconds. Time's up. So it looks like we're getting a deer park, which is going to lower farming for the chiefs, and a stadium, which is going to lower military for the counts. Rumors of bribery about your heir and the burnt village. Oh God, what are you doing? Steel, dear God. Okay, let's do about my heir first. Your marriage to Desmond has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. Aww! It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Thank you, Mom. I'm very happy, thank you. It went as well as could be expected. Felt more like a life sentence than a wedding. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom. But I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done well so far, but something is still missing. An heir. I know, we're trying! You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around somewhere. I'll take my youngest cousin to be my heir. I plan to adopt a low-born child from the orphanage. I think we'll have a child together because we love each other. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get, down to business. Yes! Rumors of bribery. Your Majesty, I've heard some disconcerting whispers about Count Pirate Jet and the East. He has been discreetly offering coin to your palace watch. Just gifts, he says. Gifts enough coin to retire with. I thought the counts could be trusted. My honor guard will keep me safe. I had no idea Count Pirate Jet was so generous. What's he playing at? I thought the counts could be trusted. I already know that the counts cannot be trusted. So generous. The Palace Watch has been grumbling about their low wages recently. If we don't give them a pay bump, these bribes will look very appealing. But unfortunately, we cannot give them the pay raise with the treasury so low as it is. Ah! We need to bring this matter to the council, your majesty. Very well, assemble them at once. By Zendaya's ashes, you don't have a shred of proof of any of this. Don't make me laugh. I trust the council will join me in scorning these lies. Okay, take an emergency boost to the treasury, sack the current watch and rehire from scratch, delay the scheme for 1 season. These are baseless allegations. Let's boost the treasury. Okay guys, vote! Yeah, everybody wants the money now. You ordered the mint to produce more coins. The sudden rise in inflation causes food prices to rise enough to leave thousands starving. Oh god. So treasury went up, stability went down, and authority is now imperious. Okay. Most of the extra cash goes straight to the Palace Watch, hopefully, but this will buy their loyalty. Okay, what's going on with this burnt village steal? Your Majesty, the peasants in the south were enraged by your response to the bandit problem. Perhaps burning down an entire village was a little heavy-handed. Under feudal law, they must tithe a share of their harvest to the grandees, but this year they refused. The grandees are not taking this well. The damn knaves are making us look like fools. Our city and castles would starve in the winter if the council doesn't do something. Okay, so the southern military is too low. You can't do that. Let the peasants keep their grain, or the grandee shall pay for the harvest rather than collecting its tax. I don't care either way. Go ahead. Alright. The grandee shall pay for the harvest rather than collecting it as a tax. The villagers are happy to accept this arrangement and give up their grain in return for the grandee's gold. Some grandee's wealth has decreased, so your wealth has decreased, and trade is now wealthy. But the grandees, of course, are outraged. Defiance is now furious. How dare you expect us to pay for our own grain? It was grown in our land. That makes it ours. It doesn't matter who sowed the seeds. That's called slavery. It's called religion. Okay, ending the season. Blackmail and bribery. In the darkest depths of an eastern forest, Count Pirate Jet has gathered his fellow plotters around a mossy stone obelisk. Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The Queen is paying the Palace Watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. So we have some of the watch in our pocket? Isn't that enough? No, not yet. We can't make a move until we're sure we won't be discovered. The Count's aim is to lure the treasury to 1,500 or less. Okay, grandees. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of their hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Ignazia and believe in the miracles, but they won't rise up to put her on the throne. Take heart, grandee. We are at the threshold. The peasants only need a small push. If only we could engineer that push. The grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Up in the north, Chief Byzantine, Valkyrie, and the wizard Brisket are enjoying a grand feast together. Any glassware has been carefully replaced with ceramics. The kingdom is still absolutely teeming with bees! Buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. I can't get away from it! Oh, it hurts my skull! Brisket groans and the oaken table splits down the middle like a tree struck by lightning. Please, just give us a few more months. By the old gods, I won't let you down. See that you don't. Skull aches makes me irrational. The chief's aim is to lower all regions combined of farming to 14 or less. The grandee's chief method of making dyes, saving 500 wealth. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. I think I'm doing okay. We'll just do a normal tax. Contested wreck, a visit from the spy master, and overrun by bandits again in the south. Oh my god. Let's see what the spy master has to say. Your Majesty, I come to you with a sensitive matter. Oh no! It's come clear that the King Consort Desmond is utterly despised by the common folk. He can't appear in public without being mercilessly mocked. Oh god, I'm happy! I'm not happy! Unfortunately, appearing in public is the only thing your husband is really required to do. How could they despise my dearest Desmond? Desmond is enthusiastic about everything except giving speeches, which he finds terribly dull and avoids whenever possible. The commoners only turn up only to be left waiting in the cold for hours. When he does give a speech, it's hurried and perfunctory. The common folk hate it. I don't like to pry your personal affairs, but if your husband's popularity continues to plummet, he could be at risk. Send for my husband immediately. We must discuss this. What is it, my dear? I hear the commoners have turned against you. Who cares what commoners think? I care! Something must be done. I can't believe you care about what some peasants think of me. What do you suggest I do then? I'll station more city watch when you address the public. As if any commoner would dare raise a hand against me, but thank you nonetheless. I do care about the common folk. Okay, Biz, what's happening in your place? Contested wreck. An opportunity, Your Majesty! A cursed ship sunk last week, just off the coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Cursed vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait! It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters, by the 9th. In fact, it's closer to our city of Sarzena than any of yours. Uh-oh. Steel Biz, you guys are like, really? Again? I don't ask for much in this game. But you seceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You were having money problems. Does your greatness, esteemed council... Your greatness, esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. Actually, it's technically Grimet, but Grimet went to bed. Allow the chiefs to salvage the ship. Grandees salvage ship, but return any bounty to Kurth. Leave the wreck alone. There you go, guys. Choose. Okay. Voting has closed. Okay, Grandee salvage. What? But it's in our waters! North, Defiance is now aloof. Defiance is now mutinous. Okay, so the South is no longer not wanting to kill me as much. Okay, I get that. Move over. The Council's word is final, isn't it? The operation goes ahead and yields a bounty for the grandees. Spices from a stash and Salish pearls and a strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. Okay, so your wealth went and increased again. Okay, overrun by bandits. What is this bandit problem you keep having down there? Every day, more bandits attack our roads in the south. We are overrun with scoundrels and outlaws. I've looked into this, Your Majesty. A leader of sorts has emerged from the rabble. For now, the lawless scum do his bidding. Tell me more. He calls himself the Gallows Man because he was given the noose twice and survived both times. He's a vicious fellow, and his bandits have been known to slaughter penniless pilgrims for sport. Ugh. It's true. The local villagers are terrified of him. That's why they don't turn him in. Let his gang hide amongst them when the sheriff comes knocking. Who cares who he is? We need to kill him and teach the others a lesson. Okay, so I can either place a hefty bounty, Send a spy joins the band, find the location of their hideout. Attempt one of the bandits to rat out their leader. Or we've all raced enough races, it's time to move on. No matter what, it's all defiance. And trade will go down. So this one doesn't matter. So vote. Oh boy. Now you all are just being contrary. Okay. So I have to make a vote. It doesn't matter which one though. That's why I was like, God, what do I do? The blame will be on the monarch, I know. You know what? You know what, Seal? You went ahead and did this on your own. We've already wasted enough time and resources. It's time to move on. In the absence of immediate consequences, the gallows man and his gruesome crew grow bolder by the day, even attacking grandees in their carriages. Trade is now prosperous and went down, but the Defiance is now furious. Okay, the season has ended. It doesn't matter because I don't have a lot of people, so. A powerful storm, new laborers, increased security. Oh, the north's time to shine. Bad news, Your Majesty. Remember how you increased the security around your husband's speeches? Oh no, what has he done now? At his latest speech, the common folk pelted him with tomatoes and rotten eggs and dung, an entire turnip, which broke his nose. At which point Desmond lost his temper. He ordered the palace watch to wave the cow and start swinging their swords. Oh, Desmond! Great, just great. Indeed, the common folk are on the verge of a full-scale riot. Stability is now teetering. Send Desmond to see me. For what's worth, I'm sorry. I should have kept a cooler head. To Desmond on an apology tour of the kingdom. Pay restitution to the families and slain. Publicly defend your husband's actions. I'm gonna pay restitution. Your gold goes to some way to calming the situation, but families are still grieving, and the commoners are still threatened to riot. I'll publicly defend my husband's actions. Even after everything I've done, you would defend me? I feel I don't deserve it, but I thank you. The counts are grateful that you're defending the king consort, but the peasants are outraged. For a week, riots grip the capital. Defiance is now loyal! You're loyal to me, counts! My first psychology word. I know, it's like, No, that's not right. I wasn't even looking at chat for the time. New laborers. The commoners are unimportant. Yes, they are important. Okay, Biz, what's going on? Your Highness, I have a proposition for you. As we all know, you are the greatest queen who ever lived, but you've been locking up a lot of people up. Yeah, Biz, what are you saying? Which is your right, of course. Only, many of them are the pettiest of criminals. There are thousands locked up for illegally dumping human waste, for example. Most of them would make good laborers and farmhands, which we sorely need in the north. Perhaps we can work out a deal. Okay, accept gold in exchange for petty prisoners, donate the prisoners for free, or keep waste dumpers where they're at. Huh. What do I want to do? Your money is no good, my liege. Apparently, no, it's not. Okay. 2 nobles are voted for. Donate the prisoners for free. Most generous offer, Your Majesty. Authority is now commanding, and defiance is now cordial. Soon a large number of these so-called criminals are sent to the north to work for the fields. The chiefs are grateful for your gift, and the northern crops thrive thanks to all the extra fertilization. Farming is now sufficient in the north. Okay, I guess so. A powerful storm. A terrible storm has struck the north. Unfortunately, many houses have been swept away in the floods, and the roads are totally impassable. Oh, now you guys went back to meager, and your trade is poor. So you guys went up to down. Okay, so we can't spare no expense on building costs. Send extra troops to clear the southern roads. Ask the church for relief efforts. Or the north will have to defend itself. It doesn't matter, so go ahead. Ask the church to lead relief efforts. Yep, I agree. The church is unwilling to spend much of their hard-earned gold. And it turns out that the priests, while excellent at preaching to flock, aren't great at rebuilding houses. Oh, the faith challenge failed! The church's relief efforts are dismal failure, turning the common folk against them. With no one to repair the roads, the trade falls to a standstill and stockpiled crops rot in their storehouses. So your faith can't go any lower in the north. Defiance is now grumbling, and my stability is now unstable. Okay, we'll end the season. Luck is with us, my friend. The palace watch are in our pocket. They took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage. Music to my ears. Soon the throne will be ours. Indeed it will, but now we must plan our next steps. Okay, so you're the only one here, RG2. Kill the queen and place their own claimant on the throne, which is to lower authority, or control the queen with threat of assassination and raise your own military. So you get to vote. Kill the queen and place their own claimant on the throne, so you're going to lower authority. Over the next few months, we'll have our troops infiltrate the capital disguised as beggars. At my signal, they'll gather and storm the palace in the dead of night. The bribed watch will open the gates, our soldiers will murder the queen in her bed and have you on the throne before sunrise. Ruthless! I like it. But what about the chiefs and the grandees? They'll call us usurpers and rise up in revolt. Not necessarily, my friend. If Queen Amber's rule is weak enough, we can persuade them to accept anything. For the final stage of the Count scheme, they must lower the kingdom's authority to 4 or less. At least one reign has to enter the final stage of their scheme. If they pass it, they win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass a final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability, authority, or treasury hits 0 at the final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win in ambition advance, which will appear after you've acquired an heir. Okay. The south swells with sudden influx of devotees from across the kingdom. They've come to see the Knights Herald Ignazia in action. In the picturesque town of Calaville, the grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to oracious applause. 2 figures stand into an alcove nearby. If only our army was strong enough, we could take the palace by force. A crusade? That sounds promising. Surely, though I suggest we leave it up to the 9th god. Surely he will intervene on Ignia's behalf. Hi, Villas! Thank you for joining. You are a count. Poor Steele. He's on his own as a grandee. Theocracy stands firm. But yes, thank you for joining. Okay. Launch a holy war to claim the throne, which you have to raise your own military, or pray for a miracle, raise your own faith. Yeah, I don't know how it works. But still, you have to go ahead and choose. Pray for a miracle. Voting is closed. Raise own faith. Let us join in prayer, fellow grandees. The end of Queen Amber's illegitimate godless rule is upon us. Our claimant Ignazia is poised to take the throne and usher in a new age. We only need wait for a miracle. For the final stage of the scheme, the grandees must raise their faith to at least 8. Okay, so the north still has to lower all the regions farming to 14 or less. The total farming to 14 or less. 4 or less authority, and faith up to 6. Okay. One more regions are able to rebel, as their defiance stat is higher in both authority and stability. If the rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they win the game. So grandees can go ahead and rebel, but you guys don't have a big military. If the loyalists get more victory points than the rebels, they'll put down the rebellion and continue the game. If multiple regions rebel and win, a vote between the 2 rebelling regions with the highest stats will determine the successor. Important, rebelling regions have their scheme paused. Military stat. Regions with high military stat are more likely to overthrow the monarch with a rebellion. 0 stat endings. If this ability, of course, hits 0, it'll be a civil war. Hello, Urban Mask. Thank you for joining. You are a chief. What is going on? I know! I don't know what's going on here. Theocracy stands firm. Oh, God. You're just happy you have your own little world. And I see there's an ad going, so we'll just wait. Okay, we'll end the season. You already joined. You joined, you are in the Chiefs. And because there's gold, they're shining, that means they have the game. They actually own the game. Okay, your heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My daughter. The assembled nobles break into a polite applause. By the designing of an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Premium nobles. This is a player who has bought King of the Castle. They can set their customizations, access special outfits, and appear more often in storylines. See? A holy sacrifice. Your greatness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Stability is now teetering. Amber the Second. The gods are good, your majesty. I'm sure little Amber the Second will grow up to be a chip off the old block. And I got an heir to the throne. I chose an heir to the throne. I got that achievement. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Bankruptcy looms. The treasury is almost empty, your highness. Where the hell did it all go? What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. You're going to rebel with the military that you have? You're insane! My husband, ladies and gentlemen! I don't want that. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins! The Royal Mint begins turning out new coins, allowing you to pay off several old debt. Oh, look at my treasury now! Oh, God. Murder on the road. Your Majesty, Asimo has gone missing. Asimo has gone missing. He was traveling in his carriage at the same time the Gallows Man and his murderous bandits are known to operate. We have no proof, but we suspect the bandits are responsible. Asimo was carrying as much wealth within him at the time of the attack, I suggest. By the 9th, it's all gone wrong! What now? When I heard about what happened to poor Asimo, I was so enraged that I sent my soldiers to track the Gallows Man down. They cornered him and his bandits in the southern village. So, what's all gone wrong? Hello, 7H4 King. You're a grandee! Ha ha! Theocracy does not win! I don't have the action. But I have allies, yes. Hi, King. Thank you for joining. So what's all gone wrong? The gallows man has herded all the innocent villagers into a church at Arrow Point. He's threatening to kill them all if my soldiers don't move in. Should I let him go? Okay, so we can either send in the troops, let the gallows man go free, burn down the whole village with the gallows man and the hostages in it. We're vetoing this. You either get A or C. We have a tie. Oh god, we have a tie. I think it's like up to 60 if I remember correctly. Do both. I can't do both. I can only choose one. Burn down the whole village with the gallows man and all the hostages inside of it. Everybody's gonna hate me, but whatever. Actually, no, we're gonna send in the troops. Tyrant! No, send in the troops. The southern soldiers stormed the village, but the gallows man and his bandits put up a fierce fight. While the battle rages, flames licked the church roof. Ah, they failed in the south! I wonder why! The bandits are slaughtered to a man, but the soldiers take numerous casualties. Over half the hostages die, choked by smoke or burned alive. The military is now helpless. At last, the roads in the south are safe to travel once more. But the common folk don't feel like celebrating. They blame you for the tragedy. My kingdom is now stable. My trade is now opulent. The trade in the south is now opulent, and the authority is now credible. Okay, it's the end of the season. Okay, everybody, I'll give you a minute to go ahead and look at what you guys want to auction. Oh no, I'm just having people look. I haven't done the auction yet. Sorry, I just always give like a minute for people to look to see what they want, and then we start the auction. Okay, auction is starting. You have a minute. That makes sense, King. It's okay. Hello, MJW300TV. You are now... You are a count. So it looks like the buildings are getting funded is the theater, and the cathedral. You're on the verge of rebellion, Grandees. A rude awakening. Wait, that's it? It's just one? At first, it's a night like any other. After a pleasant evening by the fire with your husband, you retreat to bed. Your sleep is dreamless, a sweet oblivion. Amber, wake up! I hear something! It's well past midnight when your husband wakes you. You hear a scuffle somewhere on the lower floors of the palace. Someone shouting, quickly silenced. Get behind me! I'll protect you! Quick, we need to hide. As you push your accompanying husband into the wardrobe, one of your northern warriors bursts into the bedchamber, a deep gash across his chest. His grip trembles on his blood-soaked axe. Treachery! Eastern troops are storming the palace! The palace watch let them in! Oh no! Oh, Urban, I can go ahead and tell you that. You are a cheat. Yeah, I can also tell you, because I can do the noble list too, so. What should I do? Before the warrior can utter another word, a knight in the eastern armor kicks open the door and shoves a sword into his back. A figure you recognize follows the knight into the room. It's Count Pirate Jet! Get out from there, you sniveling coward, and face your death like a queen. Okay, I am printing this off and sending it to Pirate, because, god dang it! Not that I know of. So let's come to this. I'll see your head on a spike, you maniac. Spare me, I'll give you anything you want. I don't understand what's going on. So, it's come to this. Quite the shame. If only you had been a better queen, we wouldn't have taken such drastic action. Where's my heir? The people of the kingdom will spit on your name. The nobles will never stand for this. Where's my heir? A loose end. Don't worry, she'll be taken care of. I'm sorry, Amber. I had no idea he was planning this. That's why I married you, Desmond! Begone, Desmond. There's a warm bed and a nice bottle of wine waiting for you in your eastern keep. Return there and leave your wife to her fate. No, I cannot stand aside and let you hurt my beloved. Oh, good, he loves me! Very well, if that is the way it has to be. The Eastern Knight steps forward, swinging. There is a gruesome thud. Desmond drops on the floor. Now take care of the Queen! Face your death with dignity. Grab for the dagger you keep under your pillow. Make a mad dash for the window. I'm gonna face my death with dignity, because that's what you do. You lift your head, exposing your neck. The knight sighs as though with regret. The sword swings, blood splatters the ceiling. With that, your reign has finally come to an end. Yeah, we could do another. Might makes right. You were brought forcefully to a heel as part of the intimidation scheme. The Counts are victorious. The Count hacks up Queen Amber's head and places it on a spike above the palace gates. The peasants appreciate this. Always nice to see old traditions upheld. The attempt to woo Brisket to the northern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these moral cobbles, trapped by cheap Byzantine in a bubble of silence which she never escaped. Oh, poor you, Biz! The grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Ignazion a rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. Corn abandoned you! Oh, MJW, thank you for the follow! After killing the queen, the counts also made sure to butcher all of her supporters. Weeks into Queen Zignaya's reign, servants were still trying to get the stains out of the palace carpets. The common folk whispered that it was a reign born in blood also would end it. There we go, everybody. And to be honest, the counts are my favorite. Of course, pirate when I... And the kingdom. But hey, 2 years, 6 months, not a bad reign. Continue your dynasty. You may now continue a game. Complete the game will create new saves, where you can continue the story of your dynasty. Your second game will include dynasty events, which can continue the previous events. Your nobles will return to the previous reign and keep their wealth. You can also export your saved games from other players to import to Dynasty. We store these in our server, so you need to copy and paste. Nice. So I think you guys want to continue? Want to continue the Dynasty? Okay, since we had a lot of new people come in. So now we have Queen Zigma. Thank you for the follow, Urban Mask. But yes, we have Queen Zignaya. Load game. Okay, so I am going to take a 5-minute break. And so you guys can go back in and... yeah. So you guys can join. I will go ahead and stand up for a little bit, so I'll be back in about 5 minutes. And I am back. Oh! MJ, you played a dad joke. Thank you so much. Because I had those commands there and people never use them except for Lark. But yeah, Biz, it could be that you didn't create this is the same, you created yours after the dynasty and this is the same dynasty, so I don't know. Anyway, so it looks like this is the group we have. Everybody is even now. Oh my god. Here we go. Council introduction, coordination, the path to victory. Let's do the coronation. We've done this before. Meet the new boss. You continue your dynasty for the first time. Yay! Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from the Queen Amber, but you must still answer to the council. As it is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Should I get changed my waterproof robes then? Let's get this over with. Shall I call the nobles in? We are not doing this one. Go ahead and go. Great, we're all gonna be goths. Oh, Urban Mass, thank you for the Prime subscription. You could have used that Prime for anyone else and you used it for me. Thank you so much, I feel honored. Holding with Eastern traditions, you make sure that the coronation is a muted affair. Black clothes, whispered oaths, solemn music played on a pipe organ. The chiefs and the grandees find it irritating and the common folk who had been expecting a party find it baffling and depressing. But by Zenya's ashes, tradition is important. Okay, so the south and north have upped their defiance, so the kingdom's stability is now teetering. Ad? Okay. I'll wait until the ad is done. That's funny. Council introduction. Okay, MJW. Events are proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. What if I covered for the whole kingdom? I'm queen now. You can't push me around. The East is supreme. Ad-based astrology. Yeah, there's actually one person that I follow. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's always curious on what ads are being shown. I am loyal to my East. My counts. Okay, everybody, how about this? I have a dice. I have a dice. I have a d6. Of course, it's going to be 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6, okay? Okay. I did not get my own merits! I was dead! I'm dead, people! Okay, I'm queen now. You can't push me around. I got a 3. I'm merely reminding you of where your loyalties lie. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Okay, introduce yourself to the chiefs of the north. Good luck in the days ahead, your majesty. You'll need it dealing with a lot of us. Urban. Yep. And the south. And King, may the ninth god bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. With all the introductions are good. Meanwhile, the council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do as she's told? Too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling. We should have a backup plan just in case. The path to victory. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how would you hope your king will remember you? As the mother of a nation. Or as the architect of a new golden age. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Yeah, I agree that this one is really ugly. Oh, the counts! Valentin of the 300 TV dynasty, charismatic Eastern orator, leans delicately on the podium, sighing. Most excellent Zignan now sits on the throne, and the counts are in charge, as they should be, but other regions will already be scheming to depose her. Do we stay loyal to the new queen, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Okay, counts. Are you guys loyalists? Do you aid the queen? Do you ascension, lower your own faith, or possession, lower your own defiance? What do you decide? Okay. Lower your own defiance. Possession! Oh god, I love this one. Indeed, a few mere months in the palace, it looks as though Queen Zignaya has forgotten our ways already. I, on the other hand, will never betray the East. The Count plan to summon a demon to possess the Queen, putting her totally under their control. First, they must lull the Queen to a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower their defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. You guys are good on that front. Okay, Cheeps. Ulf of the Byzantine Valkyrie clan, infamous northern rascal, stands precariously on a loghouse crossbeam, splitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know that I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Zignana. How do we make that happen? Okay, Chiefs, do you want to do sorcery like you tried last time, subterfuge, low stability, or doppelganger, lower your own defiance? Oh, why did I choose these? I chose the East because I love the East. But then the North and the Grandees of the South was, voted by the original people who were on. Subterfuge, lower stability. The chiefs plan to first to replace the Queen's closest advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove the current advisors are doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Oh god. The Grandees scheme. Zaquetta of the Generation of Steel's lineage, eccentric southern firebrand, stands bathed in the sunshine, ranting in a fury. Oh god, Urban. Wow. Wow, oh boy. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, Grandees, do you want an uprising, which is to raise the treasury, fervor, which is to raise your own farming, or excommunication, lower stability? There's a hole in that cup, right? Yeah, it's like, oh, you're gonna use mine in the cup. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh! I guess it goes randomly. The Grandee claimant Zaquetta has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next queen. She has promised a miracle of food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Oh, look at that. So there you go. Let's see. Bastard, offshoot, false pretender, or an ambitious vassal. Let's go to the laws of the land. Let's do anonymous voting. The Honor Guard. Oh, a dynasty event. Hyperinflation. Oh, God. So we have a dynasty event. I mean, I can look away from chat. As your predecessor ordered, Your Majesty, the Royal Mint has churned out thousands of new coins using cheap gold-like metals. The treasury is technically replenished. I sense a butt coming. Let the good times roll, that short-sighted fool. I sense a butt coming. But it's also devaluing the currency across the kingdom. A loaf of bread now costs hundreds of times what it used to. Oh god, this really is turning into the French Revolution. Something must be done. If this gets worse, our currency will be worthless. Trade is now desperate, trade is now struggling, trade is now prosperous. Oh god, all the trade just went down. It just plummeted. Ouch. How should the council fight against rising inflation? Let's see. There's nothing wrong with this. Let it continue. Adopt a new currency or apply a foreign currency. None of this is good for me. So it doesn't matter. Go ahead and go. None of these are good for me. At all. More ruin to the treasury. Yeah. I knew that was probably gonna be it. Adopt foreign currency instead. You slowly adopt the currency of the Ashmedian Empire, resulting in a kingdom-wide shame and loss of pride. Ashmedian gold is chunky and hexagonal, adorned with the sneering face of Emperor Shemarath II. Stability went down, authority went down, defiance is now aggravated in the north, defiance is now aloof in the east, defiance is now aggravated in the south, and the treasury went down. It's a good thing most of your citizens can't read Ashmedian, because you're pretty sure each coin is inscribed with records of past military victories over your own kingdom. Good, good. That's good. The Honor Guard. Okay, Biz, what do you have to say? Your Greatness, I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you hold a battle royale to choose your Honor Guard? If you let us host it in the north, I'll even pay for it. The spectacle will boost our economy massively. And, of course, I'm confident the Northern Warriors will win. Your Majesty, this is pointless. Why don't you just choose your Honor Guard and have it be done with? Choose my Honor Guard as normal, perhaps a less violent contest, or hold a battle royale. Let's hold a battle royale. The gods are good. I'll be organizing the event at once. The north... Oh, your wealth has decreased, Biz. So much. A week later, receive word that the battle royale is due to begin, held on a northern mountaintop. You travel up to spectate, along with a horde of murder fans from across the kingdom. Your trade now went up. Welcome, one and all. Today's competitors are Northern War heroes, Eastern Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the Grandees Battle Nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. God damn it, you're just like everywhere, Steel. Who will you support, Greatness? Let's go the Eastern Knights. I think our Northern Warriors will surprise you. Watch the fight. The bell rings, the battle nun leaps forward, her sword flashing. The Northern Warrior blocks it with his battle axe, grunting with the effort. The Northern Warrior scarcely has time to catch his breath before the Eastern Knight is also upon him, raising her voice in song. Sparks fly as blades clash. The three fighters dart back and forth, almost too fast for your eye to follow. Once, twice, a blade finds its mark. Blood sprays, and finally someone stands victorious. It's the Eastern Knight, her sword raised in triumph above her head. Her opponents lie dead at her feet. Yay! The Eastern Counts won! There you go! There you go! You can't rebel yet! Gods be good! They must have cheated! Or just got unlucky. Regardless, you have the honor guard you wanted, your highness. Now my authority... Ah! Oh god! I forgot I have that! I forgot I have those sound alerts! Take care, Urban. Take care. Okay, East, what are you doing? Horror in the East. Your Grace, the monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. How many victims? Dozens, your majesty, and only a few have survived the attacks. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid the mountain of blood-soaked fur. Oh, it's a werewolf. Okay, how should we send the Count's army to deal with the abomination? Offer a substantial bounty for the monster, or this is no concern of ours. Okay, there you guys go. Urban Mask had to leave. And hi, Onyx. Yeah, join. Yeah, they'll go. You'll do it, Biz. And Onyx, since you're here, you are a grandee. The bounty is placed. Hopefully some enterprising monster slayer will come claim it soon. Your defiance is now cordial in the east. Okay. The season has ended. Okay, you guys, I am not starting the auction yet. You guys go ahead and look at what you guys want to go ahead and build for this Onyx. If you want to fund, which it looks like you have 1,000, you just go ahead and put fund whatever you want, so A, B, C, D, E, or F, and then the amount of what you want to put into whatever that is. So like, for example, exclamation point fund A 200. Yeah, that's basically how it is. So I'm giving you guys a minute to go ahead and look at the auction of what you want. I mean, seriously, he's not wrong. Okay, now the auction is starting. Now put in your votes. Yeah, go ahead and put in your vote now, Onyx. Ten seconds. Okay, time's up. So we have a prison for the chiefs and an aqueduct for the grandees. Okay then. And Onyx, you're the biggest contributor. Dangerous roads, an ironic execution, and finding a spouse. Oh, a dynasty event. Let's do a dynasty event first. Your Majesty, my little birds have brought most interesting news. Grandee Generation of Steel 2 is a traitor. He's been selling southern military secrets to Ashmead for a substantial amount of cash. The South, your wealth has increased and your military can't go lower. Apparently my spy master found out. I have a good spy master. All lies, Your Majesty. I've been feeding Ashmead strategic misinformation to lull them into a false sense of security. You would say that. You would say that. And besides, you can't cut my head off. My family invented the Generation of Steel. It's in the name. Oh God. It is true. The guillotine is named that because it is in your family's name. Oh God. The old Queen Amber promised my family it would never be used against us. Would you break that vow? I said no such thing! We have the recording to prove this! Exactly, like they said, it was the prior queen, which was me. Okay, have the Grandee Generation of Steel second shot full of arrows instead. Use Generation of Steel for its intended purpose. Confiscate his ill-gotten gains, but let him live. Can we get a do-over? I know, right? I did not promise this. I did not promise you to live. Go and vote, everybody. Exclamation point, vote, and then A, B, or C. There you go. Generation of Steel the second is led to the Generation of Steel and places his head inside.
Objection!
Ah! God damn it! God damn it, Onyx! You scared with an objection! God damn it! But there you go, Grandee Generation of Steel the second is... I can't even finish my own line, can I? Is led to Generation of Steel and places his head inside. The blade descends. There you go.
Meow. 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 Meow.
No, the irony! The irony! Perfect timing! Perfect timing! That was perfect timing, right there. The kingdom's authority is now commanding, and defiance is now mutinous. Congratulations. Oh god. Since old Queen Amber isn't your direct ancestor anyway, no one cares that you broke their so-called promise. Grandee Generation of Steel II has died. Grandee Generation of Steel III has joined the council. Dear God! God damn it, you have so many children. Grandchildren now. Finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important that you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men? Women? Or do you not mind? I'm not interested in love. Are you sure, Your Majesty? The nobles will be most upset. Surely it behooves you to look at some options. My mind is made up. Very well, Your Majesty, we shall speak no more of marriage. But Your Majesty, may I ask why you refused to marry? My heart belongs to another low-born commoner. Want to live life the chastity and honor the ninth god. Marriage would weigh me down. I want to party. I'm sure the troops will be very pleased as you show your devotion, but the nobles won't. They'll see it as an abandonment of your duty. Everybody's faith went up. The answer is yes. Steel is my husband. Good luck in the days ahead. You'll need it. Ready to kingle. You choose to remain single throughout your reign. God, now the stability is lawless. It's a lawless west out there. Okay, I think that's it. Oh no, dangerous roads. What's going on again? Okay, Onyx, what's going on? Your Majesty, the merchants of the south are complaining about bandits again. The southern roads are too dangerous to travel, even with the guards. Gangs of highly organized, well-armed highwaymen will ambush the merchant caravans and steal absolutely everything. Pay a mercenary to patrol the roads, make a few empty promises and hope all this goes away. Set a battle-hardened regiment to rout out the bandits. Offer a bounty on bandit scalps. I want to feed... We're vetoing that because we have no. So go ahead. I'll wait since there's an ad. I'll let it continue. I'll let it continue for a little bit. Cookies ad. Ooh, cookies. Cookies are delicious. Yeah, I'll go ahead and wait for people to vote. $800 is better than $1,200 lost. Okay. So we're putting a bounty. 10 gold per bandit scalp by order of the queen, reads the notice posted on village notice boards across the south. Adventurers, bounty hunters, and other scumbags sharpen their swords and venture out into the wild. The plan is a great success, with dozens of rewards given to these intrepid murderers in return for hairy trophies. And my thing went down. No. Yeah, 50-50! Yep, that's how much I have to win this game. 50-50. Oh, thank you for the gift sub, Biz. Thank you so much. Thank you, Biz. Okay, end the season. The Counts and the Crown. Hidden in a labyrinth between an eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak their schemes against the queen. Okay, MJW. The Chancellor sent me a fruit basket last week. Thank us for our efforts in helping the crown. It's working! Our reputation is secure. Our problem now is with the Archbishop. His beady little eyes will be focused on us if we're not careful. You must evade him at all costs. For the next stage of their scheme, the Counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Well, that's not hard, because you guys are all faithless heathens. The chiefs made 500 wealth harvesting rare mushrooms, other games of hope. Okay, I'm gonna bribe the chiefs because it's really only Biz. And I'm gonna give a cruel tax to the grandees because you guys have a lot of money. You guys have a lot of money. And the counts are just doing their stuff. The south is now enraged and the north is aggravated. Oh, grandees are on the verge of rebellion. So grandees may vote to rebel. However, remember, you do not have a military. It would be bad if you did that. An angry mob. On the morning you make your way to the council hall, a mob of furious peasants surround your carriage. They pelt the windows with rotten fruit and loudly blame you for everything wrong in the kingdom. Down with the queen! Sit tight and wait for your soldiers to sort it out. The soldiers have difficulties, however. Arg! Protect the queen! Protect the... His words are cut off as he is dragged from his horse and beaten into a fine paste. Oh. The crowing mob surrounds your stagecoach and begins rocking it back and forth. Your Majesty, make a break for it before they tip up the carriage over. We'll stay here and hold them off. The knights raise their shields and form a ring around you, sheltering you as you scuttle for safety. Stones rain down like hail, but you make it back to the palace unharmed, call a council meeting. This is an outrage, Your Highness! First riots and looting at the capital, and now attacks upon your royal person? Our realm is on the verge of collapse. People are afraid. The rule of law has broken down. The peasants are demanding higher wages and more rights. Oh god. Yes, but obviously we can't allow that, so what should we do? Declare martial law. Round up all the rioters and hang them. Give them everything they want. Oh god. This time I'm going to be a ruthless monarch. Nope! Tough luck! I voted it out! Too bad. Too bad, Onyx. That's not how this works. Round up all the rioters and hang them. We have an 80% chance to win. Yes! Your soldiers face heavy resistance from the rioters, and hundreds of your troops are killed. Others desert and avoid fighting their fellow citizens. So the military is now strong in the north, the east is now inadequate, and the military can't go lower in the south. But the result is inevitable. Hundreds of peasant corpses hang from gibbets, left to rot along the Queen's Road as a dire warning. The riots die down, the common folk are terrified, but there are fewer peasants to work in the fields. Farming is now barren in the north. Everybody went down. But my stability went up, and my authority is good. Okay, what's the next one? The Monster Slayer. Marl. Your Majesty, you're offered a bounty on the monster in the east. I have collected it by now, but I want to speak to you first. Why? Last week I hunted the beast down and found it feasting on the remnants of some unlucky peasant. Damn creature lopped away before I could kill it, so I followed it at a distance. The beast made its way back to a grand keep. Before my eyes, I witnessed this bloodthirsty beast transform into Count MJW300 TV! Oh, really? Really? MJW, do you have anything to say about this? Why should I believe you? I have no reason to lie. I mean, he's right. It's some kind of skin shedder, no doubt. A nightmare beast that lives within Count MJW 300 TV skin and comes out at night. You'll have no memory of his crimes, I'm sure. What should I do? Ruin the head would be a good start. I could do the deed for a small fee. Send a team of inquis. I could either put to the vote, deal with it at once. I'll send a team of inquisitors to investigate their claims. No, this matter should be put to a vote. Okay, everybody, you're voting for his life. Very well, Your Majesty. Whatever you say. Your castle is shocked at the revelation that Count MJW 300 TV is responsible for the horrors of the East. Infamy! Libel! I am innocent! Okay, it does not matter, well... Arrest the Count. That's my vote. Alright, go ahead, everybody! Vote! Uh-oh! Where's Biz? But he's part of the council. I'll wait for you to vote, Biz. It's up to you. Oh, crap. There we go. Arrest Count. Okay, Count MJW, you're getting arrested. When your knights arrive to arrest Count MJW 300 TV, they are attacked by an enormous beast with coal black fur and claws like scythes. The East Defiance is now up, but my authority is now up. It slays a dozen knights, one finally wounded beyond hope of recovery. It turns us back to human shape. Count MJW lies on the floor, frail and limp, soaked in blood. Your military is now weak in the East. Please, release me of my curse. Or the Count to be dragged back to your dungeons, or kill the beast. So do you want to... Okay, I'm going to let you choose. Do you want to be dragged to the dungeons, or do you want to be killed, MJW? Everybody's going Gaston on this. Okay, you want to die? Okay, we're going Gaston. Kill the beast! A knight ends MJW's life in a single brutal axe blow.
Emotional damage!
Oh my god, what the fuck? Thank you for the posture check, Biz. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch just a little bit. Perfecto, I know. It's like, what the hell? That's why I put all these for you guys and you guys never use them. Your Majesty, I wish I could have found a better way. Count MJW 300 TV may have been a monster, but he still had noble blood and deserved better treatment. I know, RG2. I know. Count MJW300TV has died. MJW300TV2 has joined the council. The second, technically. Okay, the bandit bounty. Your Majesty, I want to talk to you about the bandit bounty in the south. I have some concerns. But I thought everything was going well. That was like the pause, positively ominous. I knew the council made a wrong call with that one. Positively ominous. It's quite hard to verify a scalp. At the end of the day, it's just a tangled mess of hair. And yet, adventures some bounty hunters. They're definitely killing some of the bandits, as well as some of the people who like bandits. Or what may have been some bandits in the past who are walking suspiciously. We're just paying adventurers to murder random people at this point. I've ordered it to stop. And so the bandit bounty comes to an abrupt end, leaving the peasants of the south traumatized and paranoid. Trade is down in the south, and my stability went down as well.
Objection!
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Objection! We are not going to be doing this anymore. Oh my god, that's good, MJW. What do you call Colonel going down the stairs? Condescending. Yes, that is perfect for this one. Even though it's all random. But outlaws still plague our roads. By the 9th, the bounty may not have worked, but we need to do something. Pay mercenary patrol to patrol the roads. Make a few empty promises, hopes this all go away, or send Balhar regiment throughout the... Okay, I can't vote on anything. Anonymous voting is not good, so there you guys go. Pick A, B, or C. Against these increased taxes. Voting tied at 2. Now I have to break the tie. The trade's gonna go up. Yeah, let's play the mercenary company. There you guys go. You pay a fearsome mercenary company known as the Ghoul-Bitten to patrol the roads and keep the bandits at bay. Oh no, I have a feel this is gonna bite me in the ass. After a dozen bandit attacks are repelled to the roadside skirmishes, the bandits opt to lay low and lick their wounds. The roads are quiet once more. Your trade is now dynamic. Merchants grumbled that the mercenaries demand constant bribes, and that their manners are almost as bad as those of the bandits. But who cares? Merchants are never happy. To be fair, you both... Oh, TH4 King is the only one who hasn't voted yet. Now we'll end the season. Chaos in the kingdom. Up north, Chief Byzantine Valkyrie is hosting a grand feast in her Hull clan. The kingdom's on the brink of collapse, so the council is calling for the queen's advisors to resign. If we want them gone, though, we need to increase the pressure. Once the queen's in a weak enough position, she's got no choice but to bow to our demands. No more interference spy master, no more marshal or chancellor or treasurer, a whole new inner circle, all made up of chiefs. For the next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Apparently, yeah, she does, doesn't she? Because that's what she looks like. I'll adopt that, and I'll get rid of that one. And the year. Famine, arms shortage, and refugee crisis. Oh, God, what is going on, Biz? What is going on with you? In the north. Well, let's go to the south and look at this arms shortage. Your Holiness, the situation in the south is dire. The city watch in many of our cities is understaffed, and now crime is rampant. Even dueling has dwindled as minor nobles take up other hobbies, like knitting and insect collecting. Pwah. So, obviously you guys don't like it that you guys are taking up other hobbies instead of dueling? You know, killing each other? We must bolster our dwindling forces in the south. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? So we can either hire a mercenary company to help protect the south, conduct an extensive southern recruitment campaign, force farmers to join the southern military, or the south has no need of soldiers, leave them be. I'm vetoing A. Go ahead, everybody. B, C, or D, make your votes. To be fair, neither is the South. Voting is tied at 2. This is a hard one. Guys are gonna get military up though. Oh. It has a good chance of it though. Yeah, we'll do D. Yeah, Wheezy, you have to join first. You have to press exclamation, join, and then either he, she, or they. Okay, since you did join, it's gonna put you as they. You're just gonna leave us out to dry? The kingdom's instability makes it imperative that we are able to protect ourselves. We're nigh defenseless. Oh god, your defiance is now treasonous. I failed my stability check. And you are... You are Chief, Wheezy. I had a 40% chance, okay? Indeed, the bandits and outlaws and all kinds of quickly find the south a profitable place to conduct their operations. My authority went down by 1, and your trade went down by 1. Oh god. I'm not alone anymore. Yes, Biz, you're not alone. Famine. Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the north to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy an RG2. Sandwiches! Objection! You still can buy a sandwich! Yeah. She's right, the grain price in the north is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profit while the common folk starve. So I can either put on a cap on the price of grain, subsidize grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth, import grain from the east and distribute it for free, or the free market will correct itself in due time. This is the one I wish I did the veto for this one. Actually, yes, I will go for that. It's more food poisoning delivery system. Gunboat! Oh, Wheezy, if you're still here, just put in exclamation vote and vote for whatever you want. Auden, you have to join before you can vote. You do exclamation join and then whatever pronoun you want, he, she, or they. Hey, Twyla. I count you as they. Onyx, it did. You only want to put either he, she, or they. And thank you for joining Not Bad Buzz. You are part of the counts. Oh, and you're wearing one of the, what you call it? The headpieces from Twitch. From a Twitch one. That's great. Okay, so we'll continue and we'll import the grain. The north is in your debt, your majesty. The kingdom's coffers open and a tide of free grain floods from the east to the north, putting many northern merchants out of business but giving the counts a nice windfall. So my treasury is down. The trade is now dynamic in the east. Trade is now desperate in the north. And some counts wealth increase. So counts, you guys got some money. The grain provides sufficient to keep the peasants alive until the next harvest, which will hopefully bring better days. Well, the north now fairly sufficient and by stability went up. A refugee crisis. Look at
Objection!
God damn it, Onyx! Made me jump on that one again too! Okay, Buzz. The north is experiencing a terrible famine, your highness. A steady trickle of refugees have been pouring into the east. I love your model. Buzz, I really do. Yes, it is a terrible tragedy. They're looking for food and steady work, but finding neither. They turn to begging. The streets of the eastern cities are crowned with northern vagrants. I know, right? Can we just get politics and go straight to the beheading? Steel is not wrong. Steel is not wrong. He made the guillotine and called it the generation of steel. Well, I'm sorry that my suffering people are clogging up the precious eastern streets. They need help, not judgment, but will the council give it? Okay, distribute the grain among the starving peasants in the north, fund the local militia to deal with the beggars, close the roads out of the north. The queen will personally hand out bread to refugees in the east. Let's start the vote. While you guys are voting, I'm going to refill my drink. Be back. Okay, I'm back. Did everybody vote?
Objection!
Objection! Okay, no one went ahead and... So you're saying not everybody voted? So we'll wait for everybody to go ahead and vote, then. Not very patriotic of him. Okay, I'm calling it. Thank you for the hydrate, Onyx. I'll go ahead and do that. Closing the roads means sending soldiers out into the countryside to build barricades. This diverts manpower from keeping order within the north itself. Riots are widespread. Defiance is now mutinous in the north. Trade can't go lower in the north, and my stability is now unstable. Meanwhile, the flow of refugees in the east barely slows. They just abandon the roads and take the perilous journey across the hills to the forests instead. Tensions be heightened between the chiefs and the counts. Okay, we're ending the season. The prophesized Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celeste Ath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Sequetta, who hails from a farming town on the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim. Stare. Haha! Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Sequetta. I knew you could do it. Praise be to the ninth god! Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false queen. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. The next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Well, that's not too hard. Okay, so you guys still have to get my authority lower than 4, Chiefs of the North. Counts in the East, you have to lower your faith below 4. 4 or less, and you guys have to, and the South has to get stability less 4. So the only people who don't have it is the North. Take it to Rebellion Report. End the season. Okay, so we have... Oh god, you guys are gonna possibly rebel next season. Oh shit. But you guys have no military, so you guys might not win. Comet sighting. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the north, Your Majesty. The common folk are claiming it's a terrible omen. The comic folk are on verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? I'll tell them there's nothing to worry about. You deliver a speech reassuring the peasants of the north that the comet isn't a good or a bad thing. Just a thing. Probably a ninth god riding a chariot or whatever. My authority succeeded! Fortunately, all the common folk take you at your word. After all, if the queen says something, you better listen. The peasants go back to work in the fields, ignoring the comet entirely. Yeah, it was nothing. Industries are collapsing. Hello, MGW. How are you? Well, I see that you redeemed that, and I just wanted to say hi back. So far, if I look, the counts are going, crazy, but the grandees are going to be rebelling if I don't get my authority.
Objection!
Yeah, objection, sure. The issues are collapsing. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest have arisen in the north. Businesses are going bankrupt, mills are shutting down. People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everybody miserable. Oh god, we're after World War II. First the French Revolution, now we're in World War II. Radical. Yeah, I love that line. My favorite line in all of the TMNT movies. My advancements have gone up in smoke, and it's the same for all the other chiefs. We must find a way to lift the north out of poverty. Some of the chiefs' wealth have decreased. Well, Biz? You stop that! Stop that, Steel! Stop that! Yeah, it's you'd have to redeem a, emote for the day. Oh god, no! Okay, so we can't bail out bankrupt businesses because my treasury is too low. Provide jobs digging dishes and building roads. Mass unemployment, easy fix. Turn them into soldiers. Tell the peasants stop making so much turnip toast. Digging ditches and building roads. More money or no? Oh no! Poor simple. Okay, it looks like none. What's going on? Okay, Wheezy Panda, if you're still in. And Urban Mask, you know, if you're still in. If any of you guys are still in, continue. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I guess we're closing. And tell the peasants to stop buying so much turnip toast. Turnip toast, that's it. That's the problem. The peasants are just buying too much turnip toast. They should learn how to manage their budgets. That's what the council agrees anyway, with much black slapping and laughter. It makes everyone feel much better. Unfortunately, it doesn't solve anything, and industries continue to collapse in the north, with knockoff effects of their trade partners across the rest of the kingdom. Next council session, no one's laughing. So my stability is lawless, because we're now in the wild, wild west. Trade is now struggling in the south. Trade is now modest in the east, and north your trade cannot go any lower. Okay, I don't think there's anything in the south, yeah. So, the Gossamer Shield. Okay, Buzz, what did you find? Your Majesty, heed my plea. The greatest tragedy of our time has befallen the east. A demon hatched from the ground, someone died, you ran out of capes. No, I believe it's a demon. Worse than that, I fear. A order of once great kings has fallen to once great knights has fallen to disrepute. One of us fails, we all fail. Yep. Seventh takes us. What happened? It's the Order of the Gossamer Shield. Oh, them. They were once the greatest of the knightly orders to serve the counts. Their virtues were extolled by bards across the land. Tales that would make a troll weep. But they've been brought low. They are working as glorified bounty hunters for the south. This is a stain on the honor of the east. Nonsense! Our military has suffered some setbacks recently, so we hired Gossamer Security to keep order. For a pretty penny, I might add. Okay, so the South military is now pathetic. You guys actually have a military. But your wealth has decreased. Yes, your name was there, yeah. Gossamer Security has been solving the problems we want solved. Kicking the buttocks we want to kick. We want kicked. Buttocks. Draco's Bones, Gossamer Security? How's it come to this? These are knights, not mercenaries. They need to be reminded of a little thing called chivalry. Please, Your Grace, I beg the council to be reasonable. So we can recall the order and restore it to its courtly dignity, invest in Gossamer Security to help protect the South, hire the order to join the Palace Watch, or ignore the situation. We are not doing this because I will be broke. I'll fund the military! I knew this was gonna happen once I realized that. I should have done the reverse. By all that is holy, you haven't heard the last of this. Defiance can't go any higher. Dear God, you guys are so... Unfortunately, the Knights of the Gossamer Shield recalled to the east. Order breaks down in the south. Raiders hide out in the desert at targeting and trading caravans, leaving the grandees no choice but to give their merchants a hefty hazard pay. Yeah, I am now anarchic, so your wealth has decreased again, and trade is now poor. Still, the counts are pleased, and hopefully the reputation of the order will recover. Your defiance is now grumbling. Okay, everybody, I haven't started the auction. See what you guys want. I'll start the auction in a minute. Okay, auction is starting now. You have a minute. Time's up, everybody. So the stadium gets put in, and the fortress gets put in. Well, the Grandees of the South are now rebelling. Oh god. All is lost. Over the last week, the kingdom has fallen apart, gripped by unrest and infuriated by the civil war tearing the kingdom apart. The common folk have risen against you. You've sheltered in the palace while the mob heaves through your streets, toppling your statues and calling for Zaquetta to take the throne. You must regain control, Your Majesty. It is too late. All is lost. Fetch me my marshal. The marshal is unavailable. She's trying to contain the riots. Send for the treasurer. The treasurer cut her losses this morning. She's fled along with what was left of the treasury. Then what can be done? Our options are limited. Somewhere nearby, glass smashes. You become aware of a dull, muted roar like a flood rushing through a valley. What's that? I believe the common citizens have arrived at the palace to meet you in person, Your Majesty. The roar is 10,000 angry voices getting louder and louder. Swords clash along with gurgling screams. Chancellor, do you have any ideas? Just one. Your Chancellor heaves open a nearby window and sticks a leg out. It was an honor, Your Majesty. I'll see you on the other side. Oh god! He's like, peace! Yep, he demonstrated. They leap out in the open air. There's a long shriek followed by a distant thud. Quick, Spymaster, what can I do? It's my fault, really, for allowing such things to get to this point. She takes a step towards you, pulling a curved blade from somewhere within her sleeve. For the good of the kingdom. Bite back, run, stand there like an idiot. Run! The Spymaster throws her knife with deadly accuracy. As you tumble down the steps with a blade between your ribs, the roar of the mob grows louder and louder. Your last thoughts are of the rebellion. The Grandees have won by default. A shame. You have hoped to put more of a fight. There you go, guys. You suffered a game over due to losing all stability. Cry Havoc. Having plunged the kingdom in utter chaos, Queen Zinyaga was assassinated by the Spymaster, whose loyalty was always to the kingdom, not to the queen. Shortly after Queen Zinyaga's reign ended, the Inquisitors raided Count MJW 300 TV's castle and placed him under arrest for evil magic. As he burned, he screamed the secret name of the seventh god. The chiefs attempted to replace the queen's advisor, never panned out. One night, Chief Byzantine Valkyrie awoke to find a smiling Spymaster holding a knife to her throat and kindly asking her to desist. With the kingdom in chaos, Zaquetta, leader of the Southern Rebellion, seized the throne. The rioting died down as the common folk waited to see how their new queen would fare, but they kept their pitchforks sharp. There you go, Grandies! You won! So it wasn't corn, it was Nurgle that you guys needed. Alright, continue. Hey! They lasted less than I did. Congrats, Fuzz, though. That was really good. We had the wealthiest and the poorest. Yep, you did. I'm thinking of calling it. It sounded like you guys had fun with this, so I might be doing this once a month. I don't know, we'll see next year because I have a lot of plans for the next 3 months. Or basically till the end of the year. Well, it's 11 p.m. your time. Onyx. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I enjoyed it a lot. This was for the, that... Wah, 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 wah. I don't know, I wanted to do that.